Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
If you watched that moment at the Tencent Video Star Awards 2025 and thought you had just witnessed a quiet but explosive revelation between two well-known names, you were not alone. The title alone was enough to stop countless viewers mid-scroll, Zhao Lusi revealing who really called Liu Yuning that night. It sounded like the beginning of a hidden story, a private signal exposed under bright stage lights, the kind of detail people believe only slips out once. Social media moved fast, clips were cut shorter and shorter, and before the context could catch up, assumptions had already taken root. Many came in expecting a confession, a subtle hint, or at least a piece of emotional subtext that had been carefully concealed until now. But what unfolded was something far quieter, far more human, and far more unexpected than any rumor could have offered. This is where the real pull begins, because instead of confirming what people thought they heard, Zhao Lusi gently dismantled the misunderstanding without ever confronting it directly. There was no defensive tone, no clarification statement, no sharp denial. What she did instead was tell a story. And not a story about fame, red carpets, or private calls between celebrities, but a memory that reached much further back into a time before stages, cameras, and public expectations. That contrast alone was enough to hold attention. The audience leaned in, not because they were promised drama, but because they sensed honesty unfolding in real time. When expectations are high and reality takes a softer turn, people do not click away. They listen more carefully. As her words continued, it became clear that the so-called call everyone was focused on had nothing to do with the awards night at all. She spoke about an experience from her younger years, a moment that at first sounded almost trivial. Someone approached her with urgency, borrowed her phone under the guise of an emergency, and made a call. The details were ordinary enough to feel harmless. Yet what followed was not about the loss of a device, nor about embarrassment. It was about the quiet shock of realizing that trust had been misplaced. The phone itself became irrelevant. What lingered was the sensation of having believed someone who did not deserve that belief. This is where the atmosphere in the room shifted, and where many viewers watching later felt something catch in their chest. She admitted that she had lost phones before, and that material things could be replaced. What hurt was something else entirely. It was the familiar, sinking feeling of being fooled once again, of recognizing a pattern that seemed to follow her from childhood into adulthood. That admission was not dramatic. It was understated, almost casual, and that is precisely why it landed so deeply. There was no attempt to turn it into a lesson or a performance. She simply said it as one might confess a thought that had never quite gone away. For viewers, this moment worked on several emotional levels at once. On the surface, there was surprise. Many realized they had misread the situation completely. Beneath that came recognition. Almost everyone has a memory like this, not necessarily involving a phone, but involving trust, given too easily and taken advantage of. And deeper still was a sense of quiet connection. Watching someone widely admired speak about vulnerability without wrapping it in drama creates a rare sense of closeness. The distance between public figure and audience narrows, not because secrets are revealed, but because emotions are shared. What made this segment spread so quickly was not a single line or gesture, but the emotional arc hidden within the conversation. It began with curiosity and confusion, moved through light laughter and self-awareness, and then settled into something heavier, without ever becoming overwhelming. Zhao Lusi did not ask for sympathy. She did not frame herself as a victim. She acknowledged the pain and then let it sit there, unpolished. In doing so, she allowed the audience to bring their own experiences into the space she created. That is a powerful dynamic, and it is one that algorithms alone cannot manufacture. Another reason this moment resonated lies in what it did not do. It did not confirm rumors. It did not feed speculation. It did not name names or point fingers. In an environment where attention is often won by escalation, this restraint stood out. People shared the clip not because it shocked them, but because it stayed with them. It felt safe to pass on, safe to discuss, and safe to reflect on. Advertisers look for content that feels grounded and human. Audiences do too, even if they do not always articulate it in those terms. As the conversation moved forward, the tone gradually softened. The focus shifted toward gratitude, small acts of kindness, and moments of connection that had come from unexpected places. This transition mattered. After touching on something emotionally sensitive, she guided the mood back to warmth, without erasing what had just been said. That balance is difficult to achieve. It leaves viewers with a sense of completeness rather than emotional fatigue. They are not left unsettled or drained. Instead, they carry a gentle aftertaste of reflection. For those who initially clicked expecting a revelation about a call at the awards, the experience may have felt disarming, but disarming does not mean disappointing. In many cases, it means memorable. People remember how something made them feel long after they forget the specifics of what was said. In this case, what lingered was not a piece of gossip, but a feeling of being understood. The phrase about those who understand already crying captured that perfectly. It was not a demand for empathy. It was an observation, and many recognized themselves in it instantly. This is also why the moment translated so well to YouTube. The platform rewards watch time, but more importantly, it rewards moments that prompt comments, shares, and personal stories. Viewers did not just react with emojis. They wrote paragraphs about their own experiences, about times they had trusted the wrong person, about how small incidents can leave lasting marks. That kind of engagement cannot be forced. It emerges when content touches something real. In the end, the truth behind the headline was simple. There was no secret call between celebrities at the heart of this story. What there was instead was a reminder that even people who appear confident and successful carry quiet memories of being hurt, misled, or disappointed. And sometimes, speaking about those memories openly does more than any dramatic revelation ever could. If this story resonated with you, if it made you pause or reflect on your own experiences, then you already understand why it traveled so far and reached so many. Moments like this remind us that behind every trending clip is a human voice, and behind every assumption is often a much simpler truth. Thank you for spending this time with Update X24AH. If you appreciate thoughtful breakdowns, calm storytelling, and stories that go beyond the surface, consider subscribing to the channel and staying with us. Your support helps us continue bringing you updates that are not just fast, but meaningful. We look forward to sharing more moments like this with you, and we hope to see you again soon.